Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing very well today, and if you are new here then welcome as well. Today we're going to be watching The Time Travelers from 1964. This was recommended to me a while back and it's been sat on my list for ages, along with various other films. If you've got any recommendations, leave them in the comments below and let me know. But either way, hope you're really going to enjoy this, and if you've seen The Time Travelers already, what were your thoughts when you first watched it? When did you watch it? Was it amazing when you first watched it, or were you a bit meh? I don't know. Without further ado, why don't you join me with a coffee, because I've got a nice, it's very hot coffee. And if you want to check out the full reaction to this, you can do over on the Patreon page. On the Patreon, it means that you can watch this fully uncut. Let's watch The Time Travelers from 1964. If you've not seen me watch older films, I love just everything about the older films. Preston Foster in The Time Travelers. I'm liking the soundtrack so far. Directed by Ib. I think it's Ib.
Laser beam cycling normal, cryogenic systems go.
Cathodes at 67,000 volts and steady.
All set, Al. Stand by for a time synchronization. 5 July, 64. 11 hours, 14 minutes. 5.
Wow, that's a lot of clocks.
Stand by to activate image stabilizer switch.
Switch on.
I'm liking the colours so far.
All systems go.
It's an odd thing to say, I know, but there's really good colours in this.
Here we go, Al.
Okay, see you day before yesterday.
Setting the time selector back 24 hours.
I like that with the...
I'm setting the time selector back 48 hours. Stand by.
So did we just see him in the past and the future? Or present and past?
Hello, Steve. Carol.
Oh, hi, Danny.
Look, I know you're all busy.
He likes her.
I had to tell him about those extra power cables I got for Doc, and I got chewed out, but good.
The excuse to talk to her.
Didn't mean to get you in trouble.
Oh, that's okay. I don't mind that.
Wait just a minute. This check run won't take long.
I'm supposed to... the power.
A good point.
Okay, then. What are we waiting for?
I know that guy from somewhere at the back.
Phase 2 it is. I've set the time selector at 6 hours in the future.
They've done the past test, presuming that went okay. It looked like it did.
Stabilizer switch.
So is he going from yesterday to 6 hours in the future?
Switch on.
I'll only take it to the limit of safety.
Negative.
There's one other thing we can try. Accelerate the laser beam cycling.
But that'll kill him.
Steve, is that safe?
It's a risk. I say try it.
Steve, we may blow the system, burn it out.
And we may not. If we do, we're out of business. But if we don't get this damn thing working, we're out of business, and for good.
You gotta love an ultimatum like this. Let's try it. We're damned if we do, damned if we don't.
Hold it, Steve, enough.
We could lose the job.
I have a circuit overload warning.
Uh-oh.
Could be the calibrations. The future circuits may be off.
I love that they got past the future things as well.
Past the calibration into the future.
How far?
Past 100,000 years, maybe twice that more. I'm bringing the wheel back.
Oh, that's cool.
What was that?
So they've gone...
I thought I saw something.
Nothing. Time selector set at plus 6 hours.
They've gone back in time instead.
I'm going to open up the laser cycling
They widened...
all the way.
Steve!
They've expanded it too far, and now they've bust it.
Steve, you're overshooting. Take it back the other way.
So they're now... Well, they're now going further back in time than they expected to, constantly.
Look!
Yeah. Well, they've gone back already. That would be cool. I mean, not great that you can't get
campus,
back.
it couldn't be.
Yep.
It looks almost prehistoric.
There's a couple of circuits completely fused.
That's because you're not where you were anymore.
The time selector.
What's the reading, Steve?
107 years
Oh, damn.
in the future.
Holy McKee.
The campus like that in 100 years.
Of course it couldn't. Unless
The cam's not there. You are.
a window to the future.
Oh, it's the future. Why did I think it was the past as well? It looks like it.
Discovered by accident. Fleming discovered penicillin by accident. Röntgen, X-rays, and we, the end of the world. We don't know that. We must note every reading and what new connections were made.
I don't know how stable that image is. It may collapse at any second.
I'm still trying to work out if they've gone... Because the test site... I don't think it's the test site that's gone. They've gone.
Hey, you know something? This picture, it isn't just a picture.
It's a window.
It's like 3D.
It looks like you could step right into it.
It's not a screen anymore. That is the outside because they've messed up and it's all gone.
Doc!
We are in the future.
Yeah, but look!
Great Scott, Marty. Yep.
But I've been trying to tell you, it isn't just a picture.
Uh-oh.
You know what this means?
This damn thing doesn't work.
This damn thing doesn't work.
You must have created not only a window to the future, but a doorway.
A warp of the space-time continuum through which matter can pass.
If it's real outside...
I'll take a look out there.
No, because you go out and then they go back again.
No, Danny, no!
You're doomed. Bye-bye.
The warp is unstable. It might collapse.
It's about to, I think.
He can't hear us. Sound won't pass through the time portal.
Oh, so it's just a time portal into the future. That's really cool.
Watch for a burnout. Go on, Steve.
It's going to burn out as soon as he goes through there, isn't it? That was really cool. He goes to the right of the thing and then it becomes the screen. The actor goes to the right and then on the screen behind the rock is him recorded. Who are they? What, the aliens? Future beings?
Steve!
Don't go out there, you nitwit. She's just gonna go after him, isn't she? Last thing you want to do is be stuck somewhere where they could just possibly get in to you and you're all alone. Yeah, like that. Oh, no, don't touch anything. Okay. Could that not mess up the circuits, though? I didn't know if maybe it could have messed something up with the... Yeah, like that. It's not stable anymore. You ruined it. It's probably not her, but... Uh-oh. But it's
Come back!
still on. So that was keeping it on, and it's now gone completely? As in, it's now stopped working completely.
Steve, come back! The portal's collapsing!
I love that. It's gone.
Come back! The portal's collapsing! Steve!
Get back now! I love the idea of this. It's gone already.
Quickly, the portal's collapsing!
Wait.
Because if you can go through now, your matter would just be, well, I hate to say it, but you're doomed.
They came after me. They tried to get into the lab. I had to leave the controls.
Steve, look.
I'd say we don't know. They could be friendly creatures, but I doubt it. And they're all bald. Why are they all bald? I was looking at their feet. I was wondering if it was meant to be their feet or shoes. The place that they filmed this is gorgeous. I know it's bare, empty plains, but it's from a photography aspect, it's nice. Quick in the cave. That's a good shot. Good old POV. I also feel like this film harks back to the 50s science fiction films as well. It's only a little out, it's 1964, but...
Little cave up the canyon.
Lead the way.
Right in there!
Yeah, I've said it before about these films. They remind me of watching films on a Sunday with my granddad. We used to watch films similar to this. The old sci-fi type films. What are they doing? What happened there? It's a time... What? Are they trapped in there?
Is it?
I don't know.
Like a force field.
I got an electric shock.
Oh, is it feedback from them being in the future, maybe?
It must be an electrically charged field. A force field barrier.
That's quite correct.
Oh, but it's not by them, okay. It reminds me of, has anyone seen Coneheads? It reminds me of Coneheads.
Greetings.
Hi.
I am Gadra. Don't be alarmed. The androids won't harm.
Oh, they're androids.
Wait a minute. How do we know that?
How do you know that you...
I was just about to say, how do we know we can trust you?
We'll go with you.
You already got a choice.
Seems we have very little choice.
There you go.
I sympathize.
I could write the script.
4771, seal the opening. 67, let us through.
Let us through, hidden doorway. That's cool. Thank you for recommending me this. There's quite a few of you mentioned The Time Travelers because of the other films I'd seen.
How? Or is it a secret?
Oh, it's no secret.
But we're not telling
I
you.
believe I can make this phenomenon intelligible to you.
No, you won't understand. Trust me.
Well, it's a temporary alteration of the molecular structure of the rock. We shrink it, you might say,
Okay.
through a microscopic hole bored through the rock by the L tube.
A laser beam drill.
Yes, a modification.
It's pretty clever though. It goes through and then goes and shrinks all the rocks that were in that gap.
Where are you taking us?
To our council chambers.
Take me to your leader.
Interested in asking you questions as you will be in having yours answered.
Transition is about to happen. I love it with the older films when you can tell there's going to be a transition. Because the way they had to do the film plates with the transitions
Then an hour ago,
makes it look
we
different.
were in my laboratory, our Earth.
I hope that makes sense.
You are still in your own world. The year is 2071.
Wow, 2071. Not far from us.
But our world is dying.
Dying?
100 of us here in these caves, mankind no longer exists.
But why, Dr. Varno? How?
Radiation.
I wish I could tell you the
Pollution.
reason was a natural or cosmic catastrophe. But I'm afraid it was man's own
Pollution,
folly.
as we've said. Nuclear. That sucker's nuclear.
Are you telling me that this sucker is nuclear?
To be fair, that could be how mankind does end up.
Our planet, our home, the offspring of the radiation-saturated survivors, the insanity of crippling deformities of mind and body. When they are gone, Earth will be lifeless. Here in our underground domain, we are the last normal human beings on Earth.
How do you plan to survive on an Earth that is dead?
Yeah, because they've not got food or
There is a creeping death all around us, and we cannot stay.
Where can you go?
To another world.
planet. Yeah.
No other planet in our solar system can support human life.
Then where?
Yeah.
We must go to the stars,
I was about to say then where?
to the system of Alpha Centauri.
25,000 billion miles?
Damn.
Such a journey would take generations.
But with your technology, we can do it.
Let me show you something. I think it may interest you.
Ooh. It's a rocket that can travel the speed of light.
It stands in a crater once blown from the very bedrock by a nuclear bomb.
Oh, wow.
It is now being readied for the journey.
But they're going now.
It's impossible.
We will not be going.
What's that?
Explosion in fuel primer pit.
Oh, great.
If you and your party would care to come with me, you will see with your own eyes one of our android assembly plants.
Attention.
It's an old library, I think. I'm loving this so far. This is where we build the androids. The eyeballs. Those android heads, though, they need a little bit of work. Because they are not great looking. Oh. The face on that. And they're going to electric shock it to test it, and it'll wake up. Hello? It's creepy. Oh. It's like, hello there, ma'am. I hope you're okay. Loving the choice of music. It's kind of, you know, like you used to get those shopping mall type videos where they say, come down to 654 Avenue now and check out the new shopping mall. That kind of advert that you get from back in the day. Mixed with a bit of comedy as well. That is incredible. It's incredible wire work and everything on that thing.
Could possibly carry enough supplies for all of us for more than a generation.
Yeah, because they've got all of that stuff to go in there.
Do you propose to make the journey?
In suspended animation, you care for us in that state, service the starship in flight. We're making these androids.
Oh, and the androids are going to stay awake. I wouldn't trust the androids.
The androids are constantly being repaired here.
If they're constantly being
You have that many accidents?
No.
if they're being repaired constantly, they're not going to fare very well for
See, they're often damaged in battle.
years while they're in cryogenic state, are they?
They bring all our efforts to nothing, and we may not win that race.
With whom, Dr. Varno?
Yourselves.
We've already encountered them.
Oh, the other
The mutants.
things, yeah.
We're under constant attack. That's why we must always be armed.
They're hardly human, Doctor.
Their primitive life has been forced upon them.
Oh, are they outcasts of...
It's only been a few years the mutants have been attacking us. Before that, for generations, they shunned us, held us responsible.
I thought maybe they were cast-offs of androids, but I don't think they are. I think they're mutant humans.
Why can't you give them the food to keep them from dying?
If we were to give them our food, we'd soon die too. It's only a question of time before a full-scale raid succeeds. Before that happens, we must finish the starship.
And escape. God, they are horrific. Music reminds me of something.
What's he doing?
Demagnetizing.
Oh, so they can pop off the head. Creepy as hell, but... Here's the new head for you. Thanks, Frank. Incredible that it works like that. Creepy still. Have they even got movements on the head as well, in that state? It's probably just the way they're moving it, but... I thought the mouth sort of moved a little bit, but... Is this...
Amazing, Dr. Barno, amazing.
How? That was all in one shot. How did they do that? Did they have a guy with like a mask, a body that sort of went up to his head, and then the head goes on top of that? Interjecting quickly here, I've realised how this is done in edit. Now, it's a magic box kind of similar to what a magician uses, with mirrors inside the bottom. You can see this quite easily when the guy walks past and his shadow inside the box is reversed. Now, from what I can tell by watching this scene a few times in edit, I believe the actor's head dipped into a secret compartment in that box, because from top view you can kind of see an area in the table that opens up or moves down, allowing the actor's neck to bend backwards. Then they bring the new head in and his head is able to slide back into the new head mask. I'm fairly sure that's how it's done. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Back to the video. It's like, oh, hello.
Can I stick around a little longer?
Why, certainly, if you so desire. You are interested in the plant.
The plant? Oh, it's
Yeah,
so
of course. Yeah, she's very nice, the plant.
Hi.
Be well.
Yeah, you too.
You're a good-looking boy.
Boy, I'm a man.
Pretty cute yourself.
Will you be with me later?
Will I,
What?
Oh, sure.
I know all the single men of the colony, but no one interests me.
Well, that's fine.
You do. Will you come to my cubicle?
Oh, very forward.
How do I find your cubicle?
Well, maybe you better meet me in the little rec hall.
He's so nervous.
Would you put this over there, please?
Sure.
He's going to drop it all, isn't he?
Holy McKee, I thought I was giving her the eye.
I love this. Hey, do you need a hand?
Be well.
I like him. See, someone did give him a hand. The work that's gone into this film is fantastic. I don't know if that was a hand through the top of the surface with like a fake back of the hand.
In reconstructing your time-space warp and a portal back to your own time.
Oh, wow, they're gonna...
Can you do it in a month?
A month? 4, maybe 3, but...
The starship is scheduled to blast off in 1 month's time.
With what we know now, we must go back and warn everyone.
We'll make it.
You will not.
And what makes you so sure?
Isn't it obvious? A war did happen. You never did go back with your warning.
Oh, he's the arse, isn't he?
He's right. We can't change the past.
And we can't go back.
But you can go on.
But what about their lives back then? Depending on how long they had to live.
I'm game.
For. Yeah, of course he's game, yeah.
There are still rough spots.
Gadra, I don't see how...
The other guy doesn't like him at all.
Dr. von Steiner, why don't you come with me?
Yeah, if they can't go back, which is a massive shame that they can't go back, like all of their life has gone.
Ready all Starship operations and supply data for a special check.
Any specific area?
Capacity calculations. I want to verify the impossibility of adding extra individuals to the complement.
Yeah, he's gonna stick a spanner in the works. Sir, it will be fine. If we add more people, it's only a few. I'm loving that room though, full of TVs. Oh, it's monitoring the solar system, isn't it? Like the space.
We have been constantly surveying every possible planetary body in our solar system. This is the last, Titan, one of Saturn's largest atmosphere-carrying moons.
The planet Titan, or Titan as he said.
But you still maintain surveillance. Why?
Information. We feel we can never have enough of that. Put the Titan surveyor on the master screen.
It looks just like where they are now.
Let me show you the world we are going to make into our new Earth.
I've said it before, I love the set designs from back in the 50s and 60s.
This is a cosmic camera receiver, Dr. von Steiner. Between the glass panes is a layer of transparent film.
Oh. Is it going to be like a holographic display?
Alpha Centauri 4. It can support life, human life.
Instantaneous transmission. How can this be?
Only instantaneous printing. This picture was transmitted to us with the speed of light 4.5 years ago.
I thought that was projected on there.
What you are seeing now is what our new home looked like then.
That is so cool. Is this going to turn into a video of that? Ooh, what's this? Are they creating music? Oh, I love this. Yes! He's in love. He's like, hi. That's so cool. I think that's coloured lights and stuff on little things that people are moving up and down the back of a screen. Even though it's meant to be the instrument, but I might be wrong though. It looks too fast to be people. It's amazing that that's what the music... They came up with an instrument like that in the future. I mean, it's kind of an instrument now, isn't it?
What do you think of our Lumicord?
It reminds me of... Oh, they've gone.
I really didn't think that they would still be here.
And many instruments it reminds me of. The one that they use for the Midsummer Murders theme. I've forgotten the name of it. You know, the one where you use the air. That one. And then you can also get little tap pads that you can play instruments with. Little buttons. What's that magnetic wire? This film is incredible.
They're running low on liners. You think you can catch up?
It's like magician tricks.
Getting things squared away.
Things squared away. I love it.
Some more conventional fuel will be used.
Cutting down the critical danger stage.
We'll only be using an inflammable fuel. The photon drive will take over the star journey. What exactly is a photon? Well, it's a particle of light. Just a beam of light. A stream of photons are shooting at 186,000 miles per second. And it works? Indeed, it does work. Willard, perhaps you'd...
Sorry, Gadra.
He won't, because he's an ass.
The mutants are somewhere in the cave. Get on your way to your post. Take the gun to the council chamber.
If the mutants got hold of the androids, could they not turn them against them? Like, all the androids are operating all the computers.
Over there in the council chambers, you'll be safe there.
Bum ba da bum ba da bum 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 ba da bum 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 ba da bum. Uh-oh. There's mutants in front of you that way. Or not. It was just someone behind the camera. I think you're about to be caught by mutants. And they're probably going to have to try and get you back. And you're going to get captured. I don't like the sound of that. Where's his feet? We're going to see him in a second. Oh wait, is that TNT? Or something? Behind you. Well, I was right in saying we'd see his legs. No, 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 no. Oh, they've got the one finger and one thumb, I think. Not nice calling them mutants. Oh. And just because of their issues they've got.
Who are you? You can't speak. But you do understand me. Let me help you.
Stand aside. I'll finish him off.
No.
Go away, you idiot.
Do as I say.
No.
But he broke in from outside.
And?
You have no right
You're
to
just an idiot keeping people out. Or keeping people in. Or out in, yeah.
I found this man. He wants to kill him.
But he's from outside.
Is that how you treat all strangers? Shoot them down? Are we next or are we just plain lucky?
Yeah. I was going to say, what about them? Yeah.
We've been fighting for our lives for many long years.
If he is from outside, why not send him back?
I'll be glad to throw him back myself.
He's not a mutant, he's not a human being. It belongs neither to us nor to them.
Oh.
Yes, we've known for some time that a few of them existed. None of them has ever penetrated before.
Okay, so he's not a mutant then.
Then you can't send him out there.
But he's a deviant.
He's a human being.
No, yeah, he's a human being, yeah. You're just a non-human being for being a complete twit.
He is a human being, we are too. So let us not act like mutants.
Yeah, the wise man has spoken.
You'll be safe here now.
Bless him. I'm glad she fought for him. Well, they all fought for him. Yeah, don't go grabbing her like you did before.
These hydroponic fruit and vegetable gardens will provide us with some of the oxygen.
I must speak with you, sir. It's urgent. In private.
It's not urgent. You just can't stand the humans, the new people. He's like, I don't trust them. I think they're planning something against us.
Combination of light rays and special nutrient fluids produces almost instant growth. We hope to get enough to grow food on our new Earth.
It's killing the plant. Why is he killing the plant? I think, anyway. It's knocking all of those things off, anyway.
Holy McKee.
Oh, wow.
These are hybrid oranges, our vitamin C supply.
For the filming...
Don't be afraid of it, Dr. Connors.
They look like real orange, and he peels it as well. What on earth? I thought they were like little tiny pockets of something that were then filled with air or water or something through the tree. Maybe they were, and that one's a real one. Love that. The transition of just pulling in and out of a light or moving it in front of the camera was cool. Tanning beds have shortchanged as well.
I've decided to take him.
You're not giving yourself much time.
Oh, I haven't got it.
But don't you think you're rushing things a little?
No, he's a nice guy.
Well, maybe you ought to do a little rushing yourself. Well, with Steve, I mean. You do want him, don't you?
Yes, I do.
The way a girl goes about catching a man here is to be faster than he is. And we've got some real athletes.
I feel like they've picked the right option, so...
Attention, please. Please report to the council chambers.
Uh-oh. He's got his monocle glass. What is that? Yeah, I think they are. Some of them are magician's tricks. Because that's a magician's trick, I think, as well. Get to the council chambers. Love that.
Mr. McKee.
Report to the council chambers. He said he wanted a word with him, didn't he? What's he said?
Councilman Willard has made an exhaustive study of the problem. Starship has been constructed to serve an exactly calculated number.
That there's not enough room for them.
4 additional humans would also mean extra air. Willard has pointed out very conclusively, we do not have time for such alterations. The council has decided it will be impossible for us to take you with us on the journey.
But then what happens to them?
You're leaving us here?
Yeah, apparently. All because of that stick on the right.
There must be a way to lick the problem.
Would mean taking time.
We'll do anything we can to help.
Don't understand.
Damn it, you can't abandon us here.
He will.
By time, there can be no delay.
Delay? How much could there be?
Change their clocks so they think it's that time.
A delay of even seconds here could result in light years at our destination.
You are pronouncing our death sentence. You've resented us from the beginning.
Maybe they can make some kind of device that will temporarily stop time.
Must consider the greater good.
The greater good.
What about us? Nobody invited you here.
Stuff you is what he's trying to say.
Until you've tried and failed, nothing is impossible. This is. A lot of others like you, busily explaining why things can't be done, have been interrupted by people doing them.
Yeah, you're arguing, and you could just be doing something.
We've taken a vote. Matter is closed.
Just like that.
No, you've taken the vote, sir.
You seem to enjoy throwing people those mutants.
You have just said you consider nothing impossible. And why don't you reconstruct your time warp portal and go back where you came from?
No, I think they're going to reconstruct the time warp portal or something similar to it to disrupt you, sir.
You to know the vote was not unanimous. Dr. Varno and I...
Thank you, God.
It would be an idle gesture to say that I regret.
Shame they can't leave the other guy there.
We'll give you every possible help we can.
And after you leave, Varno,
You know, leave a couple of the androids behind?
how much time will we still have left?
Not much time. Oh, God help them. What are they going to do?
Looks like we've had it,
Build the machine?
No, Danny, we'll not give up. We're not beaten until we do. There's no other place in our solar system we could go, even if we had the means.
Wait, is there any possibility that they can...
One choice left then. Build a portal.
Could they not shrink themselves? If there was no other... If there's a way to, make them bigger again? Because they've got that thing that shrinks them. Wow, they've done a good job of rebuilding that.
It's just got to be close.
I mean, what if it's not, though? Oh, bless him, he's leaving her behind. Can she not go with him?
Take me back with you.
Yeah.
Oh, Rena, I can't do that. You belong out there, and I belong where?
Don't you like me?
No, take her.
Of course I like you. You're a beautiful girl.
Beauty's only skin deep.
Yeah.
Well, it's deep enough, isn't it? What do you want, a lovely liver?
She's a really nice...
Please don't, Joe. Danny, I love you. Let me go back with you.
Rena, I can't take you back with me.
Yeah, look, a girl from 100 years into the future.
Besides, I'm already engaged.
You are?
What?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's making it up, right.
Big, tall girl, about 6 feet, but bright. You should see her eyes flash. And ask her any question, gives you the answer. Beautiful electronic computer in the good old USA.
I was going to say it's a computer.
From these plans, there may be a connection. Let me show you how this works. We'll need a guinea pig.
Danny?
He's the guinea pig for everything.
Help us out for a few moments.
Sure, Doc.
I like making little similarities between things and similarities of actors looking similar to other actors and that. And I think if they remade this, never remake it, but if they were to remake it, but the guy from The Big Bang Theory who plays Howard, from what I remember, I think he would play a very good Danny. He's similar to him.
Matter into its component vibrations and sends them out like waves to be received and re-solidified elsewhere.
So it's a time displacement type machine, or matter displacement.
With sound waves.
Oh, well, I understand that.
I wish I did. You like to take a little trip?
Like the thing from Willy Wonka, the original one, you know, where they go and then transport them across in waves.
It may be a little uncomfortable, but it won't take long.
Oh, thanks a bunch.
Nah.
Be well, gang.
You'll be fine. Hopefully you don't come back in bits.
What's with this Section 8 treatment?
Have a nice trip.
So you stay in one piece. You sure this is going to work? I hope so.
If this thing's so safe, why all the safety belts? Hey!
Because it's not safe. I hope he's going to be okay.
Now I know how a roasting chicken feels. Woo, just like a fun house.
Blinks out of existence. Yes, this whole film has got loads of different magician tricks in it. That was so cool.
He's all right, isn't he?
Yes, of course he is.
But where is he? He actually dropped through a trap door. But where is he? Is he really there, or? Oh.
How do you feel?
Never better. Thanks for the trip. I'll recommend it.
Something will happen now, like his head will...
Fabulous, but why can't you use it?
The transmitter needs a receiver. In order to go someplace, we'd have to be there in order to get there.
Build another one there.
Certain principles of the transporter can be modified for use in perfecting your time warp portal.
I was going to say maybe because there's already a station... Yeah, there's already a station on Earth that's the same as that. Back however many years ago, 100 and something years ago. So technically, they are still in the same place with the same kind of machine, just many years in the past. It's a hell of a gamble, though, because it is an assortment of wires that they didn't seem entirely sure of would work together. 11 days, 5 hours to departure day. Are they even going to get it? Probably on the last day, the last hour. Day 10. Oh, day 4. Yeah, they've got the screen working. Will it work?
Try it now.
We're never going to get it done in time. Still got 2 days. 2 days, 3 hours. Let's hope that ship is bigger than we think, because that looks small. I think it is meant to be big.
As soon as the ship is secure, everything is ready.
Can they not leave him behind? Because I don't like him. Bum, ba-da-bum, ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. I love the model work. I kind of feel like the olden day model work like this was more believable than some of the stuff we have now. Although I've recently watched Blade Runner 2049 and the model work on that is just superb. Same with Blade Runner, the first one. I've not seen Blade Runner. Only 7 hours to go.
How much time do we have?
Not much. Couple of hours.
The last groups are boarding now.
How near ready is the portal?
I don't know.
Our force field power plant has been transferred to the ship. Our defenses are at their weakest. If they realize how close we are to liftoff,
they'll storm in and get it.
What will happen after the starship is gone?
They'll break in.
Stand by to board.
I was going to say, I'd laugh if the ship takes off.
they've reached control. Danny, come on.
Oh, is that a breach in the system?
Mutants are everywhere. They're fighting all over.
Yeah, the mutants have already broken in.
Arno to comm center, come in.
It's too late. They're already in the control room. So now the ship isn't going to be able to take off. Presumably. How did they do that? Was that just an animatronic arm? Or... Yeah, I was going to say, get the girls to safety.
Gotta keep them outside like forward.
Now they've got no choice but to try and get get through the portal and go through that way.
This is too much of an offensive weapon. They won't use it. We're ready for a try.
You're gonna have to hope.
The mutants must have blown up the primary pit.
Uh-oh. The mutants have completely ruined their chance of escape that way, though. Good thing they worked on that machine, isn't it? I feel sorry for the good guys, but...
Take off now.
At least they've got another way out. Too late. It's about to set alight. Yeah. All those lives. I know there's a lot of companies that probably did it, but I wonder if the company who did Jerry Anderson Productions was involved with this, because they were very good at small models that blew up like that. Hey, they've done it. They've got to stabilize.
The campus.
Is that it?
Strange. So dead.
Or is something going to go wrong? Are they going to go... Why would it be so dead and strange? Oh, because they went... That's a time before they're... after people had died off and before the end of the world happened. Yeesh, look at that. Yes! Get rid of him! Oh, I didn't like that guy. That's horrific looking. Maybe this is in stages. Well, like the stages, maybe they're certain amounts of years backwards into the past. Like maybe that was 20 years ago, a minute ago. Pushes them over the screen. They fall. Oh, that's it. They're in. I mean, I love that it is just a screen. It's brilliant. But why is it so... But like you said, it looks very dead.
To get back to the lab right away. The original portal may still be open.
Something feels a little off. Maybe it's like a still... I'd say it's like a frozen universe of their own universe or something, but... It's all locked up and shut, because it's not been active for years, probably. Oh no, they managed to get in. Okay. It's been ransacked. Yeah, I was right. The frozen universe. It's all frozen in time. Because they ruined time, maybe? By...
What's happening?
Blinking into the future?
Our calculations were not exact enough.
Yeah.
We've returned too far back in time.
Wait, what?
Oh, why aren't they moving?
Too far back in time?
Somehow we've disrupted the time flow.
Oh, because one...
It's as if we were existing outside of time in limbo.
One went forward and one went backwards at the same time.
What'll we do?
Nothing.
What we came here for. Shut the machines down.
Will that cause them to cease to exist, though? They won't be able to touch it or do anything, yeah, because it's...
Frozen. I can't move them.
Steve, look, nothing can be moved.
They can't do anything? Like, they can't touch or do anything because they technically don't exist? Like ghosts? Because they're stuck in a split second of time.
Hey, Doc.
Maybe.
They are moving.
Just very slowly.
Only so slow you can't see them.
Yeah.
The hands on a watch. I'm in a different position now.
They're operating at a fraction of a second.
We're right here with them. But we're living our lives at such an accelerated time rate, such fantastic speed, that we'd only be fleeting shadows till they see us at all.
You're right, Steve. We're all existing in a different time rate, perhaps a million times faster than normal. It seems we are aging more than a year for every minute that goes by.
Oh.
In a few moments, we shall cease to exist.
There's got to be a way out of this time trap.
Time itself is an anachronism. We're compounding it by appearing here.
I remember what happened. In a few seconds, the portal will...
Wait, there is a chance. What?
How?
The screen.
But it's nothing.
What, to go back through again?
The image pulsation may be frozen in time like everything else.
But it won't...
Beam cycling had already been accelerated. The portal may still be open.
I don't think it'll work, will it? It'll probably blow.
To what? When?
Time selector is at the extreme future, past the 100,000-year mark.
Was he the one that...
I can't change it.
Oh, right. I was going to say, was he the one that did it? I thought it was going to be a whole thing if he did it in the past and changed it. Whoa, look at that. Go out there. I think you're going to die. Don't go out there, dude. Just think out of existence as soon as you go out there. Yeah, it's going to come back. Comes back an old man. I'm okay.
Come on, you've got to get going. I don't know what's out there. It's very dark.
What will it be like after all these centuries? Are you sure?
I'm sure of one thing.
Better than wherever you are there.
If we stay here, we die.
Yeah. Because that's not in the same time, frozen time or something. That'll be another, well, they said centuries and centuries in the future.
It's very dark out there.
That's so cool how they did that, though. It's a bit like a gateway, like, what was that TV show? Stargate, I think it was? Just appears now. Hey. Now it went live. That's gorgeous. So they found the perfect planet after all? Is this... I wonder if... What happened? Back to normal time. I wondered if... Yeah, I was going to say, that was when he was forward.
What was that?
What?
I thought I saw something.
Nothing.
Yes!
All the way. Steve!
I thought I remembered something from before.
What was that?
What?
Oh, I thought I saw something.
Yeah, now it's all going in a loop. Back to the beginning.
Ah, cut it!
I love stuff like this where they... Yeah. Now it's back to where it was earlier. It's just one huge time loop. Beep, 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 beep. This is brilliant for a montage. For back then, with them having to tape together, put together bits of film for this. I wondered if maybe there was going to be changes in between. Brilliant. Oh god, they're going around again and again and again and again. Oh my god. Oh! It was like the frames per second, like the blips of the frames. The end! I bloody love that. I swear it just glitches. Glitches out. God, I love that. It was just such a good story. Everything about the film was just brilliantly made and done. Those magic tricks, which obviously were meant to be effects, like realistic effects and that, but they were so cool. And I only thought some of them might have been magic tricks. I mean, some of them were very, very well done special effects, but things like the circle turning into a square and the thing where he's on the table and then that drops through the floor and then he comes out the other side and all of that kind of thing. I think some of it was some kind of like magician's trick. I love it. Thank you for recommending me the film. I didn't even know that film existed. It's the perfect kind of film for me. Like, I think people recommended that to me after watching Logan's Run, from what I remember. I love at the end as well. You know, the things passing by so quickly, and then it became that they were almost passing by in the frames of like a frequency. But the time loop thing, and the fact that at the beginning she said, "Oh, I thought I saw something."
What was that?
What?
Oh, I thought I saw something.
And then at the end, she does the same thing.
What was that?
What?
I thought I saw something.
Nothing.
And the bit where she says before they go through the window, like, "Oh, it looks very dead in there," or out there.
But it looks so strange, so dead.
I was thinking in my head, oh, and I think I said it as well. I did say it. Oh, it reminds me of like as if they were stuck in a like frozen in time kind of thing, and they were. Frozen in time. I'm glad I picked up on some little bits in the film. There's probably loads of things that I didn't pick up on, but if you know of anything, if you've got any information about the film or little bits of info, or if you've got your memories of when you first went to see it, let me know in the comments. The bit at the end as well, you know, when they go to the paradise kind of place. I know they wanted to go to a world where they could all survive in that, and I feel like they did. But then the bit where it all goes dark on the screen made me think that they ended, you know, that was it for them. They didn't survive any more than that. But I don't think that was the case. I think potentially it was the frequency then went out of sync with that world or that time that they were in, the frequency on that screen. So they were then there in that time and that's it. And then things went back to normal time, if that makes sense. I feel like sometimes, you know, when you get the thoughts in your brain, you know, you try and say out loud and none of it ever makes sense. And it's just words and things being said that make no sense. Makes sense to me, but probably don't make any sense to you. Yeah. Anyway, let's go through some of the trivia for the Time Travelers in 1964. Some of the mutants were apparently played by members of the Los Angeles Lakers, which is really cool. Forrest J. Ackerman's cameo appearance led him to make numerous cameo appearances and even do bit parts for more than 40 years. That is a great lifespan. Peter Strudwick personally contacted Ib Melchior, I don't know how to say his name, so I'm so sorry, but Ib, about possibly playing the role of a monster in this film. After visiting at his house, it was then written for the part of the mutant for Strudwick to specifically portray him. Ooh! Producer Ray Dawn borrowed much of this movie for Journey to the Center of Time from 1967. Now the reason I go ooh with that is because not that specific film, but Journey to the Center of the Earth is a film that I've also got on my list that you guys have highly requested for me. Do you guys recommend Journey to the Centre of Time? If you do, then I'll watch it. If not, then I won't. And I'll just watch Journey to the Centre of the Earth. I'm presuming there is a huge difference between the two. One of them's a time film, the other one's a burrowing to the centre of the earth film. Also, Irwin Allen borrowed much of the concept for his TV series The Time Tunnel, which I have seen a few episodes of from way back in the day. The director of this film declined to make any kind of, disgruntled movements, so that about the Time Tunnel and Journey to the Centre of Time taking some of the, the plot of this film, so that he would then continue getting work in Hollywood. The writer Ib would later borrow part of his own plot to write The Outer Limits, The Premonition from 1965, in which the main characters are also out of synchronization in time. That was the words I was trying to think of earlier, was they're not quite synchronized with time, as everyone else around them moves extremely slow.
Your plane's up there and you're in it.
My plane's over here and I've crawled out of it.
We're not dead. And I'm having a terrible dream.
This happens to the time travelers in this movie who arrive back in their own time out of synchronization. And it also reminds me of a film I saw years ago as well, called Time Stoppers.
Clock Stoppers.
Clock Stoppers, that was it. He then goes to work for this company, becomes like a spy or secret agent or something, clicks the button and it stops time, but it's stopping time because it's not actually stopping time. It's doing the same thing as this, where it's slowing it down so much or actually moving at ridiculously fast speeds instead. And that comes into effect in the film because I think there's something like the only way to slow them down, because the bad guy gets hold of the watch. I'm not going to spoil it for you. The bad guy gets hold of a watch at some point, and this, as far as I remember, this thing doesn't stop the bad guy, but it helps to slow him down in the meantime, and that's spraying fire extinguisher, which is hilarious because they use the fire extinguisher in that as well. They must have taken some inspiration from this and other films like it. At the time he did his cameo in this film, Forrest J. Ackerman was the editor of the magazine Famous Monsters of Filmland. As expected, this film received extensive coverage in his magazine. The Time Travelers was made with 2 different endings. I didn't know this. This is really cool. I like this kind of information. The Time Travelers was made with 2 different endings, one happy, one sad. The happy ending version was used for the riffing comedy show MST3K The Return.
Strap in for the nightmare-fueled world of the Time Travelers.
Oh no, the universe lost reception!
Surely that was a happy ending film. I know it was a bit up in the air at the end where they go to this paradise land, but then the video kind of fades off and time goes back to its usual thing. But it felt like that was a good ending. Surely a bad ending would be that they got fried in the transmission back through, or on the journey back through, or they weren't able to get out of the time loop, etc. Production started in 1963 with the working title Time Trap. Ib's storyline couldn't withstand the meagre budget. Later, reviewers regarded the production as secondary. In spite of the low budget, this still looks pretty good thanks to intelligent use of the resources available. Portal the scientists create, as Danny discovers, is more than a mere window on the coming years, because they can actually walk through it and pass through the decades to exist in the future. I thought that was a genius idea. For the time and the day and the budget that they had, and trying to get, the color grade of the film and like the lighting on the screen to look fairly realistic, especially for the time, with the camera sort of focused on it, and then make it look like they're stepping through, and the bit where they go behind the rock and then they're on the screen, because presumably that's a pre-recorded video that's them behind. That's just genius. Absolute genius. Instead of superimposing anything there, all they have to do is just get a screen behind this, fake screen, and do it that way. Sometimes the screen was like a superimposed screen on top, so that it looked like a normal screen. But again, for those shots, they could just push that screen up against the back of it. It would look like the screen anyway, if that makes sense. Oh, 50 years later, Melchior's, I'm saying Melchior, it might be Melchior, I think it's Melchior. Melchior's time loop ending would reappear in Doctor Who, Heaven Sent, in 2015. You know the Capaldi storyline where he's got a chip at the wall. He's got a chip at the wall, and then there's this loop back and forward and back. It's a similar time loop, not the same, because, you know, similar things don't happen, but it's a similar one. The theme uses the same 4 distinguishable notes from the Twilight Zone theme. That's probably where I was thinking. Do you remember at the beginning of the film I went, why does this tune sound familiar? That's probably why, because it reminds me of the Twilight Zone theme. The film was the last film of Joan Woodbury. Oh yes, she played the head woman, that council, like that high council place. She was the first woman that they greeted. Final appearance in a credited role for Dolores Wells as well. I thought she did a really good job of acting in this. I mean, yeah, her forte was modelling because she was a Playboy playmate, but surely then she could have started a little career in acting, you know, done a couple more films. It says it was also the final film for Molly Glessing as well. Why are so many of these people either not continuing acting or dying off after the film? And yeah, that seems like that's all of the trivia we've got for that film, guys. If you know of any other information about the film, or if you know of anything slightly different about it, I hope you really enjoy watching that with me anyway. If you do fancy watching the full version of that, the full uncut reaction, you can check it out over on the Patreon page. And also feel free to recommend me films. It doesn't have to be something similar to that. It could be anything else. Just let me know in the comments below. Or you can message me via social medias either way. Don't forget I also have a Letterboxd account as well, where I've got a list of all the films that I am going to watch, that I have watched, etc. That's pretty fairly correct. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're doing very well today. If you did get this far, right to the very, very end, and I know a few of you have mentioned when I've done these little catchphrases type things to add in the comments, just because I sometimes wonder how many people get to the end of these videos, and if they do, how many people sort of listen to the trivia, or do people listen to the trivia? I know 1 or 2 of you do, but it's interesting to see who does, who doesn't. So if you did get this far, thank you very much. And also if you did get this far, then comment in the comments, I'm a time traveller. It took me a while to come up with that phrase because I wasn't entirely sure what I want you to put down below, but I'm a time traveller. Thank you so much for watching with me, guys, and I hope to see you very, very soon. Back here for more, whether it be sci-fi or non-sci-fi, or whether it be a show or a film. Don't forget also to subscribe to the channel as well if you do like this kind of video, and it helps me to 1, build the channel, 2, helps me to grow the community on here as well, and 3, it tells me that you guys really like this video and you want me to do even more like it. You may notice in these videos, by the way, that I do that subscribe thing the majority of the time, like 9/10 of the time. At the end of the video only, and I don't tend to do it at the beginning. Yes, I might put the subscribe button on the screen, but I don't often, I do sometimes, but I don't often mention it at the beginning of the film or the beginning of the show. And the reason for that is because I always feel like you guys should watch what you're going to watch first, and then if you really do like it, then you'll like and subscribe if you do want to. And I'm never feeling like, oh, you need to subscribe and like it right now at the beginning of the video before you've even watched. So that's why I do it at the end and not any time before. Anyway, time travelers, I will see you guys next time. Take care. Stay safe. Don't travel too far into the future. Don't get stuck in any time loops. Anyway, time travelers, I will see you guys next time. Take care. Stay safe. Don't travel too far into the future. Don't get stuck in any time loops. Don't get stuck in any time loops. Don't get stuck in this frozen synchronization of the world, okay? Thank you, otherwise that means we're gonna have to try and find you. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
If you're still here to the very end, then thank you so much, and also a huge thank you to my wonderful patrons. Roger C. Griffith, Douglas Collier, Terry V, Miggy Love, Chris Holmes, Jojo, Thomas Masters, Shoehorn1234, Res, Patrick Durr, Andrew Blount, Carlos, Marla Mize, Rob, Chandra Blair, Scott, Paul Zawicki, Randy, Kirsten, Juan Pablo Camero, JL, Maggie, Freya Alexandra, Milo, Miranda, Edna, Gina Aman, Tess Avaland, Olivia, Maria Stoicheva, Nosesno, Megan Janoviak, Rainy Tomo, Strawberry Tree, Kirsten Bailey, Boobly Boo, Louise Vanderhoven, Aubrey Terry, Wraithist, Heidi Lady Steele, City D, Bumblebee, Joshua, Jesse, Rena Burra, Meat, Lolita Verbakovskia, Eli, Holly Jeffries, Alenka Hafner, HM Garth, Chloe Grover, Neb, Kyle Baker, Abby Barker, Tom Tattershall, Kristen Olds, Tilly Chum, Laura Hutchison, Tara M. Wilcoxon, Sazzy Nation, Ferdinand Pitchard, Jim K, Sphere, Mel Days, Fran in the Pen, BG, Tara, Rags and Muffins, Nameless Human Being, Deb, Philippa Chapman, Emily, Panda, David Wayne Fox, Jessica Asakafich, Sue Pro, Naja in Workshop, Mike Tunnicliffe, and Wolfgang Wolf. If you'd like to see more videos, there's some more on the screen right now. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and see you next time.